welcome to my channel. This is Mdambo Meets World, and what you just watched was a montage of the last few hours that I spent in America. I have since come back, and but that was my first trip, and I really had wanted to end it off with a bang, and by golly, I think we succeeded, yeah? Now, there was more to this day, and I want to show you a little bit of where I started and of course the gem I found at the height of my journey. So let's get into it. So very late on the evening before my cowboy era began, I left Montreal to come back to the USA so that I could take my flight from Los Angeles to South Africa. I was sad to leave the city of Montreal. It is beautiful, but I was also very excited for the adventure that I had planned ahead. The 6-hour flight was really just about trying to get as much rest as I could, because I knew that once I landed, I had no plans of sleeping. I organized, my wife had a friend who was working in Los Angeles, and she said, yeah, I can stay at her place. They were in Las Vegas at the time, but I knew I had no plans of sleeping. It was 18 hours between my landing and the time I had to take off on the next day. The flight was amazing. There were snow-capped mountains, gorgeous long stretches of wilderness, and when night fell, we passed over what I believe to be Las Vegas, and I gotta say, Air Canada did me right with the plane. It was extremely comfortable, more comfortable than my international flight, funny enough. Anyway, we finally made our approach to California and probably flew right over the spot where I'd be picking up that beast of a car. You know, I paid a scam fee of $20 for the taxi ride from the airport to the rental spot, but I didn't care, man. I was there to have as much fun as I could. To hell with the budget, right? I picked up the car, and you know, from far away it looks fine. You think, okay, cool, it's just got a really long bonnet, and no, it's massive in every proportion, right? Like when I reach over, on most cars I can touch the other side, I can touch the other passenger door. With this car I couldn't. It was massive. It was very American muscle car. Beautiful vehicle. My first stop was actually my wife's friend's house. I just needed to take a shower after 6 hours of flying, and their place, amazing. Los Angeles, the city of angels, was very reminiscent of a certain Rockstar game. Some might say that the city was modeled after it. I took the world's shortest shower and finally got out to have a proper impression of the car in the beautiful city lights. It was spectacular. With no time to waste, I took the car out on my way to find dinner, and I met Pikachu on the way there. I was already loving the Los Angeles car culture, but little did I know how much of a treat was in store for me the very next day. For dinner, I obviously had to try In-N-Out for the first time, and you know, other than those big slabs of onion that they put in the burger, spectacular. I had my first train crossing, actually had to wait for the train to cross before the boom arms went up and I could cross over into the desert, and I just wanted to spend some time alone with the car in the night in a desert. Just no city lights, no air pollution, just a man, a beast of a vehicle, and the night sky. After that, after marveling at the gorgeous sky, I spent some time taking photos with the car until morning came, when I realized that, maybe I had been driving it a little bit too hard. So anyway, there was more driving in little desert towns. So I'd cross like little desert towns where it's just a straight road, and then a couple of dirt tracks onto someone's little, I don't want to call it an estate, but it just kind of looked like, like Emakai, like in the rural, in the boonies, you know what I mean? It was beautiful. It was straight out of a western. Like, I wouldn't have been surprised to see tumbleweed like rolling across the road. I really enjoyed that time, and you know, I was having a blast. The car, beautiful, so much power, so much grunt, so much energy, man. It was electrifying. It was it was an electrifying experience. And but trust me, I was not going anywhere near the speed limit. So time was moving, and I had to get back into the city and catch my flight, but I wanted to make love to the car one last time. So I decided to take it through a winding mountain route. It's not a winding type of car, it's more of a straight line grunt muscle car, but it was still one of the best times I ever had. Check it out.
Part of the reason I came here was also to find in one of the hottest places to find ice. That we have found some ice.
with my time coming to an end, I stumbled across one of the most exquisite, most breathtaking views of the day. The place had a calmness and a stillness to it. It was rejuvenating. It was exciting. It truly, truly felt like you could touch the angels.